When Diddy paid off Cassie, she had to sign an NDA and never to speak on this again. Y'all understand that, right? She had to sign an NDA to never speak on this again. So how is it that after she signed the NDA to go away, take the money and go away and never speak on shit again, now she's cooperating with the law? Why y'all think that is? It's because they got some dirt on Cassie too. Man, so if y'all didn't know, Diddy turned his comments back on this week. So y'all know what time it is, right? Hey, a lot of things are coming out, man. Like, this story is really building up. A lot of new things. New stories coming out. Cassie's now working with the feds. I'm gonna get to that in a little bit, but before I get to the Cassie working with the feds part, I want to talk about, people are saying that the feds have nothing on Diddy. Like, all the raids they're doing, he's gonna walk away scotch-free. They have nothing on him, and it's gonna be a big nothing burger. And when I say people are saying this, I'm specifically talking about Chris Cuomo. So this is what Chris Cuomo had to say about the feds and how they have nothing on Diddy. Let's check it out.
I think that there are going to be some big surprises in this investigation of the nothing variety. And it's going to be a big problem for the feds. You bust a billionaire's house who's a major culture figure.
Hold on. R. Kelly was a major culture figure too. And they busted his ass, and now his ass is in jail. So I don't understand what you're saying. Like, I have to respectfully disagree with that.
You put his kids in cuffs. I know they thought there may be weapons in the house, and that's a protocol for them. But I tell you, I don't think they would have done it to Mark Cuban's kids. And I think that this is going to wind up having a nothing burger aspect.
You think so?
Chris Cuomo, you're out of your fucking mind, bro. You lost your fucking marbles. If you think that this is going to be a nothing burger, you've lost your fucking marbles. No cap.
I'll tell you, I know that 90-10, anybody who's been around investigations will say, no way. They would have never raided his house if they don't have him.
Exactly. And they do have him. That's why they raided his house.
Look, an indictment is a probable cause standard. It's the lowest standard in our business. That's why we say you can indict a ham sandwich, right? I don't smell that they have him on the kinds of major felonies that were being teased early on, except for one component. He's got a lot of friends. No one's defending him right now.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all heard what he said, right? He has a lot of friends and nobody is defending him. Who does this remind you of? R. Kelly? Listen, man. A matter of fact, the same thing the feds did to Diddy by like raiding his house, taking away surveillance cameras, like a lot of electronic devices, they did the same shit to R. Kelly. Like, let's be real. Let's keep it 100. Let's be all the way real. They did the same shit to R. Kelly. A matter of fact, Diddy's old company, Revolt, they reported on this. So let's go check that out. I'm gonna get to the Cassie stuff with her working with the feds, but I just want to make reference to this real quick. So just bear with me. Let's go check out the R. Kelly stuff. All right. Boom. Here we go. Investigators seize over 100 electronic devices while raiding R. Kelly's storage unit. Right? So investigators have executed a search warrant to raid R. Kelly's storage unit owned by R. Kelly, seizing over 100 electronic devices. Folks, what does this remind you of? Let's keep it a bean. Like, what does this remind you of? This is exactly what they did to fucking Diddy. They literally just did this shit. This is exactly what they did to him. And y'all saw what happened to R. Kelly, right? Man, as a matter of fact, R. Kelly is probably sitting in his cell right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, warming up the other pillow for Diddy. Because he about to come through there real soon. Listen, man. Here's what I'm gonna get to the Cassie stuff. I don't know why people think these entertainers are smarter than the feds. They are not smarter than the feds. I'm telling y'all this right now. The feds are not gonna come after you unless they're sure they got you. I told y'all. Y'all go watch my last video. I told y'all this. I said that. They're not coming after you unless they're sure. All right. Now, TMZ is reporting that Cassie basically is working with the feds, but I want you to pay attention. I want y'all to pay attention. Cassie, the story came out, right, that Cassie is working with the feds after the Diddy raid, right? It didn't come out before that. It came out after that. But I'm willing to bet a whole lot that when Cassie was working with the feds before the raid, I'm willing to bet that. I'm telling y'all right now, Cassie was working with the feds before the raid. All right, now let's check out what TMZ had to say about this. So Diddy's ex Cassie has been in touch with the authorities in a federal investigation. Not just that, we're also told that she's cooperating as others who sued him. So Cassie isn't the only one that's cooperating with the feds. All the alleged victims of Diddy are now cooperating with the feds, and all of them are actually spilling the beans, basically. But you see, this is very important, right? Out of all these people, Cassie would be the key. Cassie was with Diddy for like over 10 years. Y'all get that? She was with Diddy for over 10 years. So she knows more than anybody where all the skeletons are buried. You feel me? And let's remember, Diddy actually paid Cassie to go away. Remember that? Diddy paid Cassie. The apparently the things in the Cassie's lawsuit were so crazy. Diddy just paid her to go away, and then he came back and said, "Well, you know, it's not an admission of guilt. It's blah 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 blah." You know, that I don't really care about that. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm telling y'all right now, Cassie knows where all the skeletons are buried. And here's a plot twist too. Here's a plot twist. Here's a quick plot twist, right? So remember how it was alleged that, you know, when it came to the freak offs, basically Cassie had to go out and actually get the sex workers. Now, this could actually implicate Cassie as being an accessory, if you get what I'm saying. So I think what happened is the feds basically offered her a deal. They said, listen, you were involved in these because you were actually in the sex trafficking, because Cassie herself was actually going out and actually getting sex workers. She was hiring sex workers for them. A matter of fact, I have it right here in a let me pull that up right here. It's in the court document. It's in the court document. So let me show y'all that real quick. All right. So here we go. So we're reading right here. The first time Mr. Combs hired a man and brought the man to his home in Los Angeles, the man, Mr. Combs, and Mrs. Ventura wore masquerade masks and ingested drugs. Mr. Combs directed Miss Ventura to perform sexual acts with this man while Mr. Combs watched them. He masturbated while he directed Mrs. Ventura and the man to do specific sexual acts. The entire encounter lasted multiple days. Mr. Combs began to call the arrangement freak-offs or FOs. He would repeatedly tell Miss Ventura at random moments he wanted a freak-off with, and Mrs. Ventura was eventually expected to facilitate the location and the hiring of male sex workers. You get what I'm saying? Y'all see that, right? So right there, Cassie is basically implicated. And y'all could say, well, all of this was done under duress, or, you know, she was forced. Yes, that's also a case. But I'm telling y'all right now, the feds offered Cassie a deal, because if she didn't take that deal, she would probably be implicated. All right. Remember, when Diddy paid off Cassie, she had to sign an NDA and never to speak on this again. Y'all understand that, right? She had to sign an NDA to never speak on this again. So how is it that after she signed the NDA to go away, take the money and go away and never speak on shit again, now she's cooperating with the law?
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
Why y'all think that is? It's because they got some dirt on Cassie too. They got dirt on Cassie. She's implicated, just like how Diddy's implicated in the sex trafficking. Cassie is implicated as well. And she, in order for her to get immunity, she has to cooperate and flip on Diddy. She has to tell the feds what they want to know and flip on Diddy. Because if she doesn't, she could be implicated as well and probably be criminally charged in sex trafficking as well. So to avoid all that, she decided to cooperate. As y'all can see here, it clearly states that she facilitated the location and the hiring of male sex workers. So she was in on this shit. Right there. And if you read the entire document, it says several other people also hired sex workers for Diddy. Diddy was not the one that was going out and seeking people in really sex trafficking. He was paying for everything. But a lot of other people were implicated as well. And those same people, including Cassie, are now cooperating. Y'all get what I'm saying? This shit is crazy, man. This shit is crazy, but I really think that's the exact reason why Cassie's cooperating, honestly. Now, Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal or whatever, he says that the feds are just out for Diddy. They're gonna get him no matter what. No matter what he does, they're gonna get him, right? He says that they're gonna get him. If they can't get him for this sex trafficking thing, they're gonna get him for tax evasion. So let's hear what he had to say.
I know TMZ, they reported that, you know, all the companies that Diddy was involved in got subpoenaed. What you think about that?
Bro, that's gonna be you gotta realize they gonna go through everything. His finances. How did he file his taxes? What kind of money did he really make? You understand? They're gonna go through, you gotta realize they're gonna have the IRS involved in that. They're gonna see what kind of money he was spending. They gotta go through all that because they gotta find something. Because whatever the situation is, and they find something, you know what I'm saying? Even if they get him to plead guilty to a day in jail, which is crazy, they just want a guilty plea on something. Well, we didn't find him sex trafficking, but he was filing his taxes and cheating on his taxes.
That's interesting because the feds did subpoena all his business partners, and they wanted everything. They wanted every document, every filing, every email, everything. They wanted everything. So I don't know, man. What y'all think? Y'all think the feds are just trying to indict Diddy on whatever? They're just gonna lock him up, whether it's through sex trafficking or through tax evasion. They just want Diddy gone. That's what Gene is saying, at least. But I don't know, man. I think my personal opinion is that yes, I think they want to take him down. I honestly think they want to take him down. As it regards to the tax evasion part, I'm not 100% sure about that. I think the feds think they have enough evidence and they have enough skin in the game when it comes to the sex trafficking to really take him down without even using tax evasion. However, maybe if they can't do it, you know, with the sex trafficking, maybe they will, you know, like he's saying, but I highly doubt that will happen. To me, they have all the proof they need with the sex trafficking, or it seems that way at least, because they're getting cooperation from so many people. So many people are flipping. It seems like people in Diddy's camp are flipping because the feds just have way too much information. They know way too much about Diddy. Somebody's talking. Several people are talking. Y'all get what I'm saying? But let me know y'all thoughts on this, man. It's getting real crazy out here, y'all. It's getting real crazy, but hey, it's the world we live in, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with me this week, though. Comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for when we drop new bangers, and catch y'all on the flip side, man. Peace.